Hey Nash, what should we make?
I could really use some protein and calories after all that running I just did. Why don't you make me some grilled steak and roasted veggies?
All right, let's make some grilled skirt steak and roasted veggies. Today we're making one of my go-to meals, especially on a weeknight or whatever. If it's just for me or me and another person or so. Most of these are pretty typically like a protein and vegetables, something healthy but also delicious. So today we're making a grilled skirt steak and roasted veggies. And the good thing about this is both of which, if you have leftovers, are awesome as leftovers. Without further ado, let's go. So here's our skirt steak. I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic. All right, now we're gonna throw this guy into a bag, set that aside. Then to a small bowl, we're gonna make a little marinade. We're gonna add a third a cup of olive oil, a third a cup of soy sauce, a third a cup of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of honey. 1, 2. Got a tablespoon of minced garlic, tablespoon of red pepper flakes, and we mix. We're just gonna add this to our steak. And this is just a quick marinade. We're just looking for 20 or 30 minutes, and you can leave it out on the countertop or throw it in the microwave. Don't turn the microwave on, just leave it there for safekeeping. Now for our veggies, to a bowl, I'm gonna do carrots, sweet potatoes, some broccoli, and some cauliflower. So these are gonna take a lot longer to cook than the broccoli and cauliflower. So we're gonna put these in first and then add the broccoli and cauliflower. So to this, we're just gonna add some avocado oil, some salt, pepper, garlic, and a little smoked paprika. And we just go ahead and mix this around. Want to make sure your oven is preheated to 450. And then we're just gonna lay these guys out, make sure they're single layer here. And we pop them in at 450 for 15 to 20 minutes, the first go round. Once your steak is marinated for at least 20 minutes, obviously a few hours or overnight is best, but I'm trying to show you a real life situation where maybe you didn't think ahead that far. So 20 minutes will definitely give you some extra flavor. So now we're ready. So go ahead and turn on your grill and let's go put this meat on the grill. With a nice hot grill, let's go ahead and throw this guy on. This is not gonna take long. If you like medium rare, we're looking at probably 4 minutes aside, something like that. If you're measuring, when your steak's reached about 130 degrees for medium rare, you can go ahead and pull it. Once our potatoes and carrots have cooked for about 20 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and same seasoning mix on this broccoli and cauliflower, avocado oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of smoked paprika. Let's mix these guys up. Then we just go ahead and add these to our pan. And we just want to spread everything out. Ideally, we want, you know, a 1 layer thick deal going on here. Yeah, do whatever you need to do. Mix everything in there. Then back into our 450 oven, we are gonna throw all this in there for another 10 minutes. While our veggies are cooking, we can make a quick chimichurri sauce for the steak. This is kind of my shortcut because normally I'd use like a mortar and pestle and do this a little bit more elegantly, but we're just gonna throw it into the food processor because I wanna show this video how you can make this quickly. To a food processor, we are going to add 2 red chilies, 4 cloves of garlic, about a tablespoon of dried oregano, a bunch of parsley with a little bit of cilantro, half a cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, teaspoon or 2 of salt, and pepper to taste, about a half a teaspoon. And we mix this. And there's our chimichurri. Damn, that's good. After 10 more minutes in the oven with all the vegetables, now we're just gonna hit this with a nice balsamic glaze. Then we're gonna throw that back in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes. Once our steak is rested, we wanna cut this guy. Now here's what we're gonna wanna do. We wanna cut this into strips against the grain. But the grain goes this way, so we don't wanna cut this long strips. So I'm gonna divide this into maybe 3. Oh yeah, that looks good. And then just slice it like this. And here we have our finished roasted vegetables. They look amazing. They taste amazing. Need some tonight. And like I said, I like to make a lot because they're amazing as leftovers. You know, you just put them in like a container, throw them in the fridge, and they're great on salads or whatever, meal prepping. They're really good the next day and the day after that, a couple days after that. Now we plate. So here we have that. And we'll add some of these veggies. And there's our perfectly delicious grilled skirt steak and roasted veggies. Time for a bite. First, let's get some of this steak with the chimichurri. Cheers. Oh my God, that steak is amazing. Perfectly cooked medium rare. It's got a nice crust, but still beautifully medium rare on the inside. It's tender, it's juicy. And then that chimichurri sauce just is icing on the cake. Literally, kind of, but if you had a meat cake, I guess. Anyways, let's try some of these roasted veggies. Try to get a swath of each. Cheers. It's delicious. I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to cook veggies that aren't good. They're not really good when they're mushy. So I think grilled or roasted is really the best way to have them. I mean, you do you, absolutely. But I think roasted vegetables are so good because they get that crisp, a little bit of char, but they're still, tender on the inside. And that really basic seasoning plus that balsamic glaze we hit at the end, before the last 10 to 15 minutes, really just punches everything up. It's a great dish. It's pretty healthy. It's, protein and veggies. And it's easy to make. It's one of my go-tos. So that being said, let's see what Nash thinks. Want to try some steak? Is that good? Will you eat carrot, broccoli, and sweet potato? Oh, yes, you will. How's that? Is that good? I've made this meal a million times, and sometimes the steak changes, I think skirt steak is better than flake steak, but hey, if flank steak's around, that's what I'll use. It is what it is. Obviously, like ribeye, filet, some of those, I think those are more reserved for different meals. But this meal is a great go-to. It's super easy. If just you and your husband, wife, spouse, whatever, you and a couple of kids, I think this could easily feed 3 people, 1 skirt steak. But 10 out of 10, would highly recommend. Easy, pretty healthy, and you can use the leftovers for meal prep, which is awesome. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, subscribe, and share the show, it would mean a lot to me. I think it'd mean a lot to Nash. What do you think, Nash? All right. And if you want notifications every time we drop a new episode, hit that notification bell. If there's anything you want me to cook, you want us to taste, drop that in the comments. If it's realistic, we'll make it. We've already done it for a number of people. So that being said, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Till next time. Peace.